Archangel Michael, great progress. My dear friends of Earth, you are light workers and part of my team, and, as I speak, things are moving forward in the right direction. And what is the right direction? From my point of view, it is towards a peaceful and caring world for you to live in. Faith, hope and love are major ingredients in the world we want to help you build. And two other very crucial and extremely important ingredients are thankfulness and compassion, wholly raised from the etherical heart. So you are on the way into the right direction, and in your heart you know it, and feel it too. It is a bumpy ride. Yes, it is. It does not come easy. But you need to keep your faith in your inner room in your heart. You must stand guard and fight to keep your faith in a good world to live in. It is a war between the good and the bad. You can now see the result of the bad divisions. They can no longer hide their agendas. It is out in the open for you to see and foremost feel that this is not the way of the good league. It is a choice. It is all about your free will. A good place to live in, a loving, caring world to live in comes from not participating in a bad one. Say no. Walk away. Walk in your own loving direction. And if you cannot walk away, say prayers, for I hear you always, and I will be at your assistance. Inside of you, you have a wonderful blossoming garden with the most incredible flowers of love, of hope, and of faith. Never forget about this sacred place, for I can meet you there. Please tune into the sacred garden whenever you need positive energy and a lift in your daily life. It can actually make you invisible to others that are in lower dimensions. Some say mindset, I say heart set. This too is a free choice to wander in your own sacred garden each day and create an expanding place of love, of hope, and of faith. You are making great progress as the hard-working light and love worker you are. Just don't forget to take a breaky every now and then visiting your inner beautiful sanctuary within your holy heart. I need to remind you that you need this nurturing from within, where we the angels reach you and meet you to give you all the healing you need. Love each breath, think and feel the 10 things, at least, in your life that you are grateful about. This is how you access me, and this is how you expand your inner sanctuary. I love you. Michael. It is a journey of love. All the answers you seek are all within the soul, and in the case of ascension, and the process one goes through, as well as the fully activation of the solar light body form, and new 12 strands of DNA, this is something which is unique to every soul on Earth. For every soul has his or her own unique soul lessons in highest mastery, its own unique soul records, and more than this, his own unique soul calling, purpose, gifts, talents, attributes, etc., which it needs to utilize. One cannot do this while clinging on to the old self, the old ego, the persona, the old patterns, the old programming, the old belief systems, the old negative karmic patterns your soul has ever created with any other soul on Earth, and in all existences, and parallel lives and universes. Any of these old things are like huge iron balls you lug around with you, which weigh you down, and until you forgive yourself and others, let go of all shame, blame, and guilt, self and others, you cannot be freed. The inner cleansing and clearing work need to be done, and when one layer is released, the next will appear, and the next and next. It is a process, for if too much is released at once, your physical body would not be able to hold this. As with all the best things in life, this takes time, and sometimes it simply takes time for you to finally realize what no longer serves your own highest soul growth and good, and then let go of the negative patterns, or whatever. Even every single day and night, you are interacting with other souls, with other energies and energy fields, and thus you need to constantly clear your own energy fields, and if you are out of balance or emotionally charged, bring yourself back into balance, harmony, and unity once more. It is journey back into the remembering the truth of who and what you are in truth, and more than this, the attainment of soul mastery in ways you cannot attain elsewhere in the whole universe. It is unique to this planet at this exact time. In truth, it is a journey of love, into ever loving oneself more and more, into the deepest depth of the shadows, as much as into the highest of the highest love. It is the return to wholeness, unity, and peace, from deep within, and the return to all abiding. all-embracing love. In truth, it is the return to innocence and the true purity of your own soul. The deepest illumination within. For what is within is without. And in so doing, your own ascension process accelerates, and when your soul is ready, in perfect divine timing, you will be reborn. Indeed, every single moment on earth right now is already a rebirthing process. For it is indeed the consciousness of your own soul which rises to the fore as one with the divine and all that is, and the consciousness unlocks the rest. The Galactic Council, past, present, future. We are here now. We love you. We are you, from your future, to assist you on your path. Beloved one, the concept of time in your world is an interesting one. What you perceive as past, present and future is an illusion. It was created by the ego mind as a way to control you and to prevent you from leaving the illusion. Because, if you were to fully realize that the past and the future doesn't exist, and that only the eternal now moment is real, you would wake up from the dream of illusion and be back home with God. How does the ego mind try to prevent the realization of the eternal now moment? It will keep reminding you of all past failings, guilt, attacks, judgments, regrets of yourself and others. Then, it will make you believe that you can control the present and the future through all the ego mind-based coping mechanisms that you have acquired. All the coping mechanisms imply and emphasize that you are separate from everyone in your world, and from God, and that attack is the best offense. Through this process of reinforcing an unpleasant past, and controlling a worrisome future, the ego mind manages to have you skip over the eternal present moment entirely. So how do you get out of this rat race that the ego mind is trying to keep you in? The first step is the realization that the past and the future are not real, and are part of an unreal illusion. Anything you did, or anyone else did to cause pain was caused by the ego mind. Since the ego mind is not real, its cause is not real. Therefore, its effects are not real, and cannot affect the unreal future. Only God is real. God's cause is real and God's effects are real. Step 2 is to become aware how much the ego mind is controlling your thoughts by bringing up the past, or the future. Step 3 is to lean towards the Holy Spirit and Jesus. Yes, you read right. We, of the galactic civilizations of light, have to adhere to the same laws of God as you do. The Holy Spirit is the voice for God, and is able to perceive the illusion, and still speak for God. Jesus is the one who will help you to hear the voice for God, and together with the Holy Spirit, will help you to wake up from the dream of illusion. Step 4 is to leave the management of time to the Holy Spirit, while assisting you to awaken, until time is not part of your existence anymore. How do you do that? Whenever you realize that you are getting stressed out, which means that the ego mind is putting pressure on you, pause, go inward, and say in your mind, Holy Spirit, I give my stress to you. You are in charge of time. Then, go about your day. When done consistently, you will begin to feel more peaceful and things will begin to unfold more divinely. The fact that these words have found you, and you have been reading them, shows that you are waking up from the dream of illusion. We are with you, every step of the way. You are loved beyond measure. We are with you always. We love you. We are you. Namaste. The Elders, your number one objective. What is your number one objective in life? Do your days seem difficult and full? Do you feel there is little you can add to the premise of your life? Yet do you realize that if you were to order your preferences a little differently, alternate things might more readily flow in, and to you? Preferred things could come to you at a faster pace. Find your original purpose. Might your number one objective be to find that thing that will make life easier? We'd suggest putting your purpose at the top of your short list. When you prioritize in this way, preferred things can more readily flow in, and to you. What's your #1 objective? Here's how it works. You set about to find this elusive thing. This thing, known as your original purpose, becomes your top priority. Consider enlisting your unseen entourage, and those who work with you behind the scenes to enable more to be known by you. all the while developing the muscle of awareness to your soul. Ask for oversight and assistance from your soul. They'll be glad to help in this way, since they are the one who wants to find this energetic thing. You develop and grow that spiritual muscle as you grow your connection in the process. Seek awareness. You ask to become consciously aware. In doing so, your days are different, as this will cause your energy to shift and change. You will see life differently as a result. When your energy changes, you draw better things to you. Better energy equates to a more satisfying and easier life. This will more readily happen when you move the mind off and away. If mentalness keeps entering in, make a more concerted effort by employing our videos on how to still and slow the mind. Do this to engage the best means to navigate without mental incursion. Restore wholeness and then get about restoring that which was once whole. Bring wholeness to the whole of you. Recognize when things are off. Ask to release lesser energy by recognizing what need not be. If things repeatedly happen that are not preferred, ask for their release in this recognition. Your abilities and the whole of you will grow in the process. Given in Love. Our next book, Given in Love, will be released in 2025. It's a game changer, as you will see this life differently as a result. More is given on the history of humanity, your soul, your purpose, and the earth experience. Much has been lost over time, and this book will shift how you see things. Make it your number one priority to secure a copy to find all you've been in search of and more. The 90 Arcturian Council, how to get on your path and complete your mission. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We are always very happy to witness you in your moments of meditation, prayer, introspection, and quiet contemplation. We know that there is much on earth for your minds to be considering, to be contemplating, and when we witness you slowing down and taking the time that is necessary to be in your bodies and in your inner awareness, we know that something good is going to come out of it. We also know that there are a lot of people telling you a lot of different things there on earth, and you must run all of it through your own gut, your own feeling center, in order to determine for yourself whether or not to take it on. You don't have to accept anything as your truth if it is not resonating with you. If something doesn't feel right, then it simply isn't right for you, and you don't have to debate anyone else as to its rightness. When you are in silent meditation, or even guided meditation, prayer, introspection, and quiet contemplation, you are more aware of what's going on inside of you, and that's where your focus needs to be most of the time in order to be creating the reality you want to experience. And so, ultimately, it does not matter what that person over there thinks or believes. Let them have their version of reality, and you can be where you are, having your version of reality. You only need to agree with yourself. In order to do that, you first need to be aware of what you think, what you believe, and what you feel. In order to become aware of those things, you must tune out the rest of the world long enough to tune into what is going on inside of you. Now, you may be entertaining thoughts and beliefs that you don't like, that do not feel good to you, and we want to assure you that you don't need to hold on to them. You don't need to take ownership of them, and you certainly do not need to keep thinking them or believing in those beliefs. You have the freedom to choose, and when you exercise your freedom to choose to let go of something, you really are using that free will appropriately. You get to determine what it is that you want to focus upon, and therefore get more of in your life experience. Again, it doesn't matter what everyone else is choosing, or thinking, or believing. That is up to them, and you did not come forth to be like anyone else. You came forth to be a unique expression of source energy and to have a unique perspective. Therefore, again, do not worry about what everyone else is thinking and believing. Do not worry about what they are doing if it does not resonate with you as an action worth taking. You get to decide what those actions are, and we recommend that you wait until you are inspired, until you have an impulse to take an action. You want to be led from within you, where the truth of who you are is always residing. We are very happy to give you this freedom, this permission, and to extend to you our knowing that when you do follow that inner guidance, you get yourselves on your path, you complete your mission, and you also get to live happily ever after. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. sorceryofflight.com. The other videos are in the English video playlist. Help me spread the light, click like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.